Hello and welcome back to the Salisbury Bowling Club for the 2022 SA Super League. My name is Isaac Trenorden from Bowls SA. I'm joined here with Lucy Tiller, also from Bowls SA. And we've got a new commentator in the box, Charlie Hicks.
Hello, how's you going, lads?
That was apparently pre-planned from Charlie. He'd slept on that all night, wanting to say just that sentence. Glad you got it off your chest, mate. As we see on our screens, we've got the Mallee Pirates and the Northern Knights for round 5. We've got Josh Thompson up against Simon Dorr in the singles. Krebex and Meekums up against Jackson and Brand in the pairs. And on our live stream rink, we have the Knights represented by Laney McGorman, Jack Trenorden and Gary Smith up against Vicky Arbin, Matthew Hull and Jose Gill. Charlie, Lucy, no doubt we were just treated with an absolute special in round 4. We've got round 5 here. What are your thoughts? What are your predictions? Lucy, let's go with you first.
I reckon maybe the Knights on this one.
The Knights, very
but
nice.
I reckon it'll be pretty close like the last one.
For sure, for sure. Charlie, what are your thoughts, mate?
I reckon it'll be the Knights.
The Knights.
Laney might play another shot of the century.
Shot of the century. Do you want to talk us through that one?
So we're playing Pennant, so we're playing the same rank with Scotty. Scotty's called on a impossible shot to edge the jack with just edge the jack a millimetre, or like hit the jack a millimetre, but 6 centimetres to the side or something like that. It was a stupid shot, but he's called it, and then she's got it perfectly, and Scotty didn't think she would get it, and he's thrown his hat up in the air, and he's just gone crazy, and it's been the shot of the century. And we've been telling everyone about it. Up at Moama, he's told everyone about it, all the Australian players.
There you go. Laney McGorman with shot of the century. So we see her here leading off the first one just short of the jack, and her second one there just sending it 4 or 5 feet through the head. Matthew Hull on the mat. Thing for the backhand draw here. Just going to be down to the turn here. The weight is superb. Gary from the Knights just wanting Jack on the backhand as well, looking to draw in.
How's it? Commentating your brother, Jack, mate?
I reckon I've done it once before, but yeah, it's not something that you do every day, is it?
You're going to be harsh on him?
Nah, I'm a little bit nicer than you, mate.
I reckon he was nice before the game, and he even went and to grab us coffee before.
He did.
Trying to butter us up so we don't say anything bad about him.
He didn't buy me anything. I'll be harsh. We eyes it.
Here we go, Jack on the forehand here. Bit of a switch from the first bowl he's just played. This is also the first triples match we've live streamed so far this year for the Super League. As we see Jack just hanging that one wide and short. He's not making excuses because he's my brother, but he's just played 2 games out on the grass green, so it may take him a couple of ends, I'd suggest, to adjust to this carpet.
Carpet is very different to the grass.
Yes, it sure is. So we see Jose getting onto that Pirates bowl, making the shot. He's flopped himself in. He could potentially make 2. We see a replay here. How cool is that? Gary Smith on the backhand. Just needs to turn hard.
I didn't play my brother this week, man. I don't have any thing about the game to say about my brother.
How was the? I know we had you on the commentary box not long ago, Charlie, and you were getting pretty stuck in. Was the what was the car ride home like?
So it started off alright, and then it got onto the part. So then we started watching the live stream, and I was getting a bit scared at that point. And then he's already has a suspicion that I've said something bad.
Bad, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just listened to it, and then he sees it, and he just looks at me, and he gives me a little punch, but it didn't really hurt that bad. He needs to. He's a bit of a softie, that one, but I reckon I can beat him in a fight all day, every day.
Big call there.
Nothing like a bit of brotherly love, hey?
Wouldn't actually be that hard, would it?
So we see the Pirates coming away with that end.
Hopefully he's not watching it now, because they're both coming over. Oh no, they're not.
That's all right, mate. The best way to stay out of trouble is to be nice.
The only thing is I'm never nice to him, though.
So we see Vicky Arbin on the mat here, opting for the backhand. So we see a great shot of the rink there. Little camera view of Vicky. The facial expression doesn't look too happy. And fair enough, throwing on 8 foot short to start her second end off.
And he's been given a lot of room here.
So Laney opting for that forehand as we see it turns home very hard on that forehand, especially on the way back to the clubhouse, which this direction is. Laney McGorman off to a great start. Vicky Arbin, has she and can she correct? She's on a pretty good track here, team. It's just going to be on the legs.
Better than her first, though.
It is, yes, that's it. Good correction. Laney McGorman on the forehand again. Can she double up? Thrown out nice and wide. As we'll see, this will come most of the way back here. It's probably just her speed that's going to let her down. A good home nonetheless. If you haven't already, people, make your way down to the Salisbury Bowling Club next Sunday. We will have rounds 6 and 7, the final 2 rounds of the SA Super League season before we get into finals. Without a doubt, there'll be some ladder movement, and those 2 games will definitely be pivotal to see who makes it through to the final of the SA Super League. The next 3 Sundays, we will be down here at the Super League Salisbury Bowling Club. 6 and 7 next week, finals the week after, followed by the grand final the following week. So we see Jack Trenorden there.
Oh.
The second wood and a rogue bowl making its way from a drive onto the TV rink.
Not surprised it was Josh Thompson driving. I wouldn't be wanting to stand behind his drive.
See Matthew Hull here, if he can latch on and back flop in. Great shot from Matthew Hull. Good shot on here though for the Knights. If they opt for a forehand, 6 or 7 inch draw toucher, can make a really great 3. Bit of B action.
Oh, jeez. What were they doing there?
I think there was a bee or something flying around.
Obviously, Laney doesn't like her bees then.
Jack showing some interest. Will he turn back enough?
He's very close.
Wow. That weight is absolutely phenomenal to play that shot. If he does, they do get onto the jack, just that little toucher. Gary Smith, it's in your hands now.
Who do you reckon's got the quickest drive in SA, Isaac?
Quickest drive. Oh,
On the topic of Josh Thompson, he'd be up there.
he would be. Josh would definitely be up there. Ashley Close is pretty quick.
Yeah. Robbo,
Robbo, yes, that's true.
all up there.
It's a good one. Do you know, that would be a pretty cool addition to the Super League, a speed gun. The speed gun down both ends to see to get the speed of bowls. That would be pretty cool. Do you know how they do it in tennis?
The tennis, yeah.
Have a big board or some sort of digital
Probably
number
put my
board.
bowls to shame though. Could not make even half that speed.
Corey would even be up there.
Corey would be up there, that's true. Gary Smith, team,
Very
if he can
close.
turn hard enough.
Or flop.
Wow.
That-
Wow.
That's pretty unlucky, that.
A great bowl. He's seen a second. He may have made the shot.
It's made it pretty hard to get that shot, though.
It has, yeah, you're right, Charlie. That little touch is probably just out of the question now.
If he didn't get that flop onto Jack, he probably would have had it.
See what Jose Gill can do. Might change some things. There we go. So Jack just saying, he said a bit more intense. So another 3 feet was sort of the hand gesture there. If he can get onto that pirate bowl and punch him straight through, he can make a 4. Even a 5, actually. A 5 if he can sit and stay. He's not far away, team.
Very close.
Wow.
Good effort.
A great head of bowls for the Knights. A lot of promise as we see a little caliper measure. We're going to have a pretty good view of this. Matthew Hull wants to...
Geez, you'd love to be the guy that's measuring it, wouldn't you?
You'd be nervous, wouldn't you?
Nah, not really.
We see it's no touch on the Night Bowl from the first look. The Pirates taking the shot there. I think we'll take the Knights are scoreless and the Pirates to 3 after 2 ends here at Salisbury Bowling Club. Round 5 of the SA Super League. Behind us for the Knights and the Pirates, we've got the singles matchup. We'll see if we can get a quick score update. Early days, of course. Looks like it's 4-0 in favour of the Knights. And for the the pairs, we've got just updating the scoreboard now. Someone's in the way. The Pirates are a 1-3 lead over the Knights. Laney McGorman here on the backhand. Not too far away, just a touch quick, but a very good start nonetheless. Our coaches for the 2 teams today as well. We've got Jeff Brand coaching the Knights and John Morris coaching the Pirates.
I asked Isaac last week, but I want Lucy's opinion too. Who's your midway or who's your MVP right now?
My MVP.
Yeah.
Putting me on the spot here.
That's what Isaac said last week.
Yeah, you gotta warn us for these questions. We need some time.
I'll be honest, I haven't really watched a lot itself.
This is true. Lucy, of course, for everyone at home. Lucy being a key part of the Bowls SA team to get this Super League show up and running.
Do you know what? I might just play it safe and go Craig Mills.
Fair enough.
Just because, no, he's a singles player and I know he's had a couple of big wins.
That's a fair pick.
Who did you say last week?
I said Mark Haynes.
Yeah, he was going to be my next.
Yeah. If I had to pick anyone now, it'd probably be Geez, I put myself in the spot. What have I done?
So we see Jack Trenorden here drawing second wood with the Knights holding 3.
Underdog for it is Nathan Black, I reckon.
Underdog, yeah, that's it, Charlie. He has won it before, so...
Yeah, I don't know if I would call him an underdog for the MVP.
Yeah, but no, I don't reckon anyone. I reckon he's just under the radar. A bit like Ollie Wines in the Brownlow.
So we see Matthew Hull there drawing these shots, 3 down. Nice little replay of him here. What can Jack Trenorden do? That felt weird saying Jack Trenorden.
It's always weird saying your own last name.
Mate, just say Isaac's brother next time and you'll be alright.
Okay, Corey's brother.
Thanks, Jack's brother.
Nothing like a little bit of banter, hey Charlie?
Yeah, mate. Bit of Aussie banter.
Jose just a touch quick there. Very, very good home nonetheless. Does take a little bit of pain out if the jack does move down the line. Gary Smith, he's got a very unique colour of bowl here. I don't think I've seen that too often. Black and white speckle half with a orange and black speckle in the other half from the Aero crew. Jose Gill on the backhand, looking to add another. Showing a lot of interest. Showing a lot of interest, Matthew Hull and Jose. What a great shot. Jose Gill, that's the shot. As we see the call there. The Knights do have the tee, and there is potential to get both bowls out clean. So we see the Knights skipper lining up here.
Former state singles champion.
Tell you what, team, he's not far away here. Oh, that is stiff.
Oh boy, wowee.
That is very stiff. It could potentially be 3. That big group of bowls did move on. Going to come down to the front one and that purple. 3 shots to the Pirates. Very unlucky. That's going to take them to a 6-0 lead. We see the replay there. All the Knights bowls rolling on and the Pirates sticking around.
What did the comments say? Isaac, Jack's brother, I mean.
Do you actually want to know what the comments were, or were you just trying to be funny?
No, I actually do want to know what the comments were.
In our Facebook Live, is that what you were referring to?
Yeah.
Sure. Got a few people tuning in. Got one for you, actually, mate, from an Ellen.
Ellen Garrett.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just happy for you to be in the commentary box, giving you a cheer.
Fair enough. Used to take me to all my bowls games in like Div 6 and 7.
Did she?
Yeah.
That's the way.
Plays at Millswood now.
There we go. You see Vicky Arbin with a great starting here. Jose Gill giving her the old-fashioned hat lift.
Don't think I've ever seen that in the Super League before.
A hat lift.
Nah. I've only ever seen it in Cracker Jack once or twice.
Laney McGorman. Well played starter there for the Knights. They really haven't been out of this contest. They're probably a little bit unlucky to be 6-0 down after 3 ends.
Do you reckon we'll see a power play early if they lose this one again?
It's a very good point, Lucy. I think it really comes down to the individual as we see Vicky Arbin here leading masterclass. Yeah, like I said, Lucy, it really comes down to the individual. It depends on the Knights. I think I'd like to see it. I would like to see it, but yeah, it depends if they want to play it early, if they want to hang on till later in the piece. As we see Laney McGorman here. She can turn a little bit harder. Oh, just missed wide. Still 2 to the Pirates. Matthew Hull on the mat.
Very intense, Matthew Hull.
He is. He's not too far away here, Charlie. Not far away at all. What a great shot.
Him and Jose Gill are both very intense. Tense duo.
They are. So we see Jack en route. I like the track on him here. He's just gonna run out of steam.
I reckon we should get Isaac to comment on all of Jack's bowls. Yeah, see how harsh he is.
Nah.
You're not that harsh on your brother, are you?
I'm a nice bloke, mate. He gets you further. See Matthew Hull not far away again. Will he turn enough? He won't, but he's going to be the furthest to the back bowl on the rink, which could be handy as this end progresses. Can Jack improve on his first?
He likes it.
Jack still throwing a second bowl short.
Oh, you didn't like it, did you, Isaac?
Ah, yeah, a little bit frustrating.
Jeez.
Not that I'm barracking for him.
You've taught him better, haven't you?
I have, yeah, I have. You're right, I have.
You've told him once before, 1-on-1 behind.
Nah, 2 on, mate. 2 on.
Come on.
Expect better.
Yeah.
Jose Gill. If he's got the hang here, might get a bit of help.
Oh.
Well, Pirates hold 4. Gary Smith, he really just needs to draw a second wood here. If he can make it to that back pack of 3 bowls.
Needs to get down.
A little bit going on in the singles behind us. A little bit of noise, but the Knights are out to a 7-1 lead.
I've once seen Josh Thompson put a jack over the fence here.
At Salisbury?
Yeah, it was a short end, but it was like back tee to front tee.
Yep.
He's hit the jack. It's almost hit the roof, and it's gone over the fence.
The dome roof?
Yeah, the dome roof. I was playing Taylor's Cup against Hainsey. We lost by about 30 shots, something like that. Or maybe it was 20. But it was about 2 or 3 years ago now.
Gary Smith. Can he draw second wood, if not the shot? Needs to hang past. Well, this is going to hurt. hurt the Knights.
It's no good.
I believe they picked up a 4 there, which will take them to a 10-0 lead after just 4 ends.
That's never nice.
No power plays have been played either. We see Vicky Arbin and a fantastic shot of the TV rink. You see a little bit of a crowd around. She's got great weight there. She's just throwing it tight.
No one's mentioning for the MVP, Nathan Pedersen.
True. It's a good point, Charlie. I think, not sure how many games he's going to have under his belt. I'm not sure if he might not have enough to poll well. But being this year's singles champion, he's absolutely a great shout to be going MVP.
He's played, I think he's played every game so far. I think. It's either he's missed one or played every game. But
Laney opting to change hands. The first one probably right on the line she would want to take to the jack. Taking the risk out of it. Instead of getting stuck, change it up. So we see a fantastic switch from Laney McGorman. Leading off for the Knights. Matthew Hull. Bit quick through the head there.
Jack likes it. Bit narrow though.
Yeah, he's going to need to hang on.
Trying to put on a show for the TV rink here, I reckon, Matthew.
As we see Matthew Hull short in the line. A bit of a scrappy head here from the Knights and the Pirates.
Someone needs to hop on first.
That's it. Jack looks like he's on a better track here. Just needs to hang on now.
It's probably number 1.
It is number 1, yeah. That looks like it's 2 to the Knights, but a very loose 2. No doubt these skippers will be able to draw in and change what the current rink score is. Jose on the forehand. Just needs a clean run from here, team, and I reckon he's going to draw the shot. Oh, he's crashed on the front, but he's got enough to make the shot. Currently 1 to the Pirates. So we see there's a little deflection for Jose for the Pirates, collecting the shot. Gary Smith, he looks a little bit tight here, but if he
Gets around.
clears Jack, he's going to go close.
It's very close. Oh, he's got the gap. Still good bowl.
Does have the gap. I think he's just run on just a touch too far. Jose Gill's last bowl, still holding the shot.
I think he's going to try. If Jose doesn't do anything here, I think he's going to try to take the bowl out. Free.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely an option. He will have 2 seconds, depending on what Jose does here.
He won't want his bowl next to his other.
Needs to hold past the front.
He has a chance of getting both, I reckon.
Yeah, there is half a chance there, Charlie. He could also just play the exact same bowl.
Yeah.
Touch tighter, a touch wider, he gets the jack, or he gets off the front bowl and makes the shot. It looks like he's just looking to replicate his first one. Not going to, or he's just throwing it tight, really. The weight's not too far off. So we see another shot to the Pirates, taking him out to 11-0 lead. After 5 ends here at the Salisbury Bowling Club, round 5 of the SA Super League.
Any statistics that you were talking about before, Isaac?
Any statistics? Well, have you kept any?
I haven't kept any, but I think you would.
I haven't kept any of this game, but we do have a couple little things here. Looks like for the Knights in this triples team, this is the 5th different triples combination for the Knights. This will be the 5th round as well, so looks like they haven't been able to settle on a winning or a confident triples side, having changed it every round so far. Gary Smith as well. He skippered some big wins in the pairs for the first 2 rounds, but he didn't play last week. We had the Friday night game, so we did see a couple of the guys out.
Very good singles player.
He is, yes, being a state singles winner, 3 years ago, I believe.
Yeah. Always does well in the Adelaide Masters too.
Let's see, we've got the Pirates as well, Charlie, as we see Laney McGorman for the Knights, leading off superbly here on the way back towards the clubhouse. Vicky Arbin not far away at all here. If she's got the legs to get to the jack, what a fantastic shot. Vicky Arbin for the Pirates.
Will Laney pull off another shot of the century?
She's not too far away, I don't think, Charlie. Just needs to hang on.
Wasn't quite the shot of the century, but it was a good shot.
Matthew Hull. Just sliding through the head, a very nice home.
He said he didn't have any weight.
Jack and the Knights just needing to try and draw this one off. It's on a really great track. It's just going to come down to his weight. Not too far away, not too much to correct for his next one. Matthew Hull on the forehand again. He's really thrown this one out. So we see a bit of a longer end.
It's close.
And Matthew Hull on his way. A very great attempt. It's probably going to hurt them a little bit, though. I think it does give the Knights a bit of an option to play with a little bit more weight. It was a tough shot, but Matthew Hull dropping that one in sort of just short of jack high. Gives the Knights something to work off. Can Jack hang on? Looks like he's just struggling with that hand, that forehand back to the club. It's a very wide hand. Probably it does catch quite a few people out, being wider than expected. Pressure's on for Gary Smith of the Knights to start peeling some numbers back. As we see a little pan around of the head.
Very good camera work there. The Knights would like to get a couple shots here. Need to get off the board, on the board.
That's it, Charlie. I do need to get on the board. So we see Jose also falling short here.
I think they should take a power play as soon as they win an end.
That's it. Gary Smith on the forehand. Just going to want to try and draw in. Use that sort of just short of jack high bowl. If this stays on, though, I wouldn't mind. And it has stayed on. See what Jose does, but I don't mind something from the Knights potentially getting onto the backhand and playing a bit of weight up into it. Can make it off the white bowl of Jack. We see Jose here. What can he do?
I think they should come the other hand a bit quick now.
Yeah, the backhand, absolutely. Yeah, can make it off the white.
Ooh, just caught him on a toucher.
Gary opting to back himself in on the forehand, just draw it off.
He likes it.
He is showing some interest, absolutely, Charlie. And I tell you what, he is not far away at all.
It's close.
Gary Smith, just falling short. It's going to take some pain out, though. 1-2 the Pirates. Taking them to a 12-0 lead after 7 ends. They really need to get this Matt and Jack back the Knights and throw a different length.
I reckon if they get it back, they'll go Matt back and very short. I reckon. Matt back front tee.
Charlie, do you reckon it's fair? You sort of chipped your brother last time you were on the commentary, and you maybe potentially chipped him early on. Do you reckon it's fair that he gets a right of reply and jumps on the commentary mic for a couple of ends?
I reckon it's right. Yeah. Let him go on. He can. I'm not scared of him.
We'll have to see if we can spot him and flag him down to come over.
You can give him a message. What was that?
True, I could actually.
Give him a quick text.
So we see Vicky Arbin just falling short and Laney McGorman en route.
Little cheeky text.
Laney just through the head, but a great home.
Just tell him that I said he's the nicest brother ever. And that he's just such a good guy.
Sure, we can pass the message on.
Don't know if he'll believe us though.
Nah, he probably won't.
We see Vicky there, great weight again, but she's just pulled it tight. She did that the same on the last end, going away from the club. Laney, has she made the correction on the weight? She gets a clear run here, team. She's very close. Great shot, Laney McGorman.
He'll probably talk about the time that he beat me in the under-18 singles because that's all he's got, but I can just say to him, has he ever won a state fours?
Well, you will always, well, not always, but for the time being, that is something you do have over him, Charlie.
He says he's beaten the Australian place in the under-18s and Nathan Black, but he did have Adam Black with him.
So we see Jack here on the forehand. He's definitely not going to get back. It's a tricky ring to play. A little bit tighter on the
There he is.
forehand away from the club.
Oh, he's got some Maccas. Bloody hell, he's
He snuck off.
Yeah,
he
he
snuck off down the road and got Maccas. He's left you out, Charlie.
wow. I'm not happy now. I'm going to get into him now.
Matthew Hull, can he hang on long enough here? Awesome weight.
What's he got himself? The new thing around our house is this ice. He loves his chocolate frappes from Macca's, and Mum and Dad have been getting the iced coffee frappes. Every time I'm away from bowls, it's just, we're going to stop off at Macca's and get the old iced coffee frappes. And Corey gets a couple soft serves, and
I think Jack's got a good bowl here.
oh yeah,
As
Jack.
he's probably just half a roll short of being the shot, but nonetheless it gives Gary something to work with for the Knights to get him off the board, start pegging back this 12-zip lead that the Pirates have on them.
Yeah, you would expect Jack to draw a shot. He won't look over here, will he? As he's giving Dan the Man, the magical man, a fist pump.
Jose on the forehand. He doesn't have really too much on here. He's really just on the draw. Jack down the line is no good for him. So we see just a touch wide, a little bit quick as well. Gary Smith, on the other hand, can play this with a lot of confidence. 2 or 3 feet, wants to just sort of turn Jack's bowl up and in for shot, sneak underneath and get the Jack down the line. Can make a really good 2 or 3. Well, he's just tight.
He's looked right past me. I've waved at him. He always ignores me.
Doesn't want a bar of you.
I wouldn't blame him, to be honest.
So we see
He's close.
Jose wanting to turn.
Got his bad luck.
Well, the white bowl may be shot. It could even be 2. We'll see Jack's just having a look here. So it might only be 1. Well, just a nice little draw here from Gary Smith. He probably just wants to take that weight off for the toucher and try and draw a potentially 3rd shot.
Short.
Will he reach? Running out of steam. Well, 1 bowler's out for the Knights, so they are definitely on the board. Can they make it a 2? Jack measuring. I won't lie, he's got a pink tape there. He stole that from our sister. She no longer plays bowls, and she had that pink tape, and he says, I want a pink one.
What's your sister's name?
Lindsay.
Where did she used to play?
Westlakes. Back in the day. Would have been before your time, mate.
For my time.
She hasn't played for probably 5 years or so now.
You're not that old, mate. You can't be saying before my time.
How many years have you played bowls for, Charlie?
7.
7 years? There you go.
7 or 8, something like that.
7 or 8. Very nice. And you're what?
13.
13.
So, no, 7, because since I was 6.
Since you were 6. Beautiful. So we see the Knights here. Matt back and Jack short. Opting for a short end. They've probably played the safe option here as well, as we talked about on the earlier stream and previous rounds, that going towards the clubhouse, the direction they're going now, the Jack is very easy to put into the ditch. So they may have opted to have the mat back and roll a short jack.
See that Harry's got that Instagram takeover.
He has. Have you jumped on Charlie and asked him a question?
I haven't got my phone with me, but he's showed me what he's done. Done it right. About 80 posts already from him.
Good to get some insight into some of the young bowlers about what they do.
Absolutely. As we see Laney here, just a touch tight, a little bit quick as well. I think the Instagram takeover has a lot of potential to give people a really great insight into what players do, potentially prepare. All the questions that you can ask, if you head on over to our Instagram page and ask Harrison Geeta-Johnson, he will answer all your questions.
Ask him some real tough questions too. Get him some real tough questions. Don't let him off the hook.
So yeah, we're seeing our first short end, probably of the day, to be fair. As we saw in the previous stream, Simon Geeta-Johnson didn't have any luck in the Rogues game trying to roll the jack. See Jack playing an absolute cracker there.
You taught him that one, didn't you, Isaac?
I sure did.
You take full credit.
Full credit. Credit where credit's due, and I'll take that one every day of the week.
Has he messaged you back yet?
He hasn't. Corey has not messaged me back.
His phone's probably on silent, to be fair.
Probably. Matthew Hull sending his bowl a little bit quick there, but it's going to end up in a great home. Gives the Pirates a lot of confidence to play their next one. See Jack here, really doesn't want to hang anything jack high or just short of jack high. Something that's a foot or probably 2 foot pass is perfect. So we see him just getting through the head there into a great home. So we see Gary and Jack there. They're both mic'd up as well, so hopefully they can do a bit of conversing, some talking. See Matthew Hull. Great shot. Getting the jack out of bounds, which they'll respot it on the tee. So both of Matthew Hull's bowls going through. Which will have the Pirates holding 2. As we see the replay there, Jack only as it rolls on out of bounds. Gary Smith with plenty of room to draw. You'd have to back him in to draw the shot here. However, it will be a ditch-to-ditcher, so a tough one. Probably not something that they would have practiced, especially on this rink. See how they go.
He'll come pretty close here.
Yeah, he's not too far away. If he can get a little bit of jack as well. See, just wide. It will be the shot. Jose Gill, he's going to need to hang on a fair bit here. Hard to tell. Neither Jack or Matthew giving away too much there to say who's got the shot. Gary Smith just needs to drop he really just has to drop one roll. It'll be enough to be an absolute shot. As we see him on his way in here. Well played, Gary Smith. That is absolutely the shot. Will we see the Knights get off of 1? Jose Gill. Not sure what's happened here, and you'd hate to see a rub. Wow.
If he got that, that would
was so close to it too. But the Knights securing another shot, taking them 12-2 after 9 ends. 8 ends, sorry, 8 ends. Still getting used to the new Bowls Link live scoring app.
It's good for those statistical people who like to see the breakdown of the ends.
We see another reasonably short end from the Knights. Matt back and Jack short. Lainey McGorman not far away. She's probably just a little bit quick. But going to be a great start nonetheless.
Bowl from Laney.
So we see a nice little shot there. Bowls, I say, Corflute coming over the top into the TV rink. Vicky Arbin, is she going to turn enough?
The bowls that say what?
Corflute, these white triangle things that make the TV rink the TV rink. They are
Cool.
fantastic sponsors on it. Sports Centre, West End. Laney, just a touch tight, really. The weight was really great. We've got a super end here, actually.
Ooh,
Didn't notice it.
looks like a double.
Yeah, double on the screen. I wasn't paying enough attention to know who played it, if they're both playing it. It looks like the Pirates are definitely playing it.
Corey's on his phone.
He was replying to me. He says he doesn't want to come onto the commentary.
Oh, he's just stuck the finger up at me. That's not very nice.
Brotherly love, back at it again. As we see, looks like it's just a super end to the Pirates, not the Knights.
Did you message someone about that?
No, just going off the scoreboard there, the Pirates have their little super end sign up and the Knights do not have their super end sign up.
It looks like the Knights don't have a super end sign there though.
I think it's on the floor. We see Jack here. If he can roll his own, it will be enough. Wow. He's wiggled on and back flopped in for the shot.
He won't be cheering that one.
Correct. See Matthew Hull on the backhand. He's really just got a dead draw at the Jack movement here. Doesn't help them at all. Showing some interest. So we see Matthew Hull slicing the Jack there. Probably does make it a little bit better for them, but 2, if not 3 shots down.
And you still got Gary Smith to come up. It's never a good thing.
That's it, the man on screen. See what he can produce. Sure he wasn't quite ready for the camera in front of his face. No doubt that took him by surprise. But an awesome view here.
Didn't come out smoothest, almost smoothest.
See what he can do. See if we can get these players just to shuffle out of our way. See the Knights team looking on with potentially a little bit nervous there. Gary Smith has drawn the shot. Probably holding 3, if not 4.
If
But-
this is their if this was their super end, that would have been.
That's it. Jose Gill not far away to drawing the shot here. If he can turn a little bit harder.
Good shot.
Fantastic from Jose Gill. 4 shots down, drawing the shot on the Pirates super end. Jack asking Gary to play it a bit quicker, a bit more direct, ripping it out clean, if not sinking the jack. If he can get it out clean, he's going to be two or three.
No.
Needs to hang. Probably could have played it a little bit quicker. I think that was the plan in Jack's head, just to play it quicker, just to get it out clean.
I think I've just heard the most mates in a sentence from everyone. I think that's actually surprising. Just heard mate, 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 mate.
So we see Jose Gill. Is he going to double up? Does he have the legs? Just running out of steam, but one shot to the Pirates on a power play end. Super end, my bad. So 2 shots to the Pirates, taking them 14-3 after 9 ends. I think I've been watching too much BPL this week. I keep calling it a power play. I know full well that it's a super end. I keep calling it a power play.
I call it a power play too.
But here in the SA Super League, it is a super end. Ties in well with the Super League, of course, the name. You see Vicky Arbin, the Pirates. They've rolled a very long end, actually. Vicky Arbin not far away to start the Pirates off. What a great start. Vicky Arbin. She's been leading quite well here today. Laney and Vicky, though, having a very, very good tussle. Laney on that very wide forehand. Looks a little bit quick, but a very good track.
Haven't seen any real quick drives behind us yet. I think we should watch out if we do. Jacks go everywhere.
I think we're out of the splash zone being in the centre of the rink, though.
You never know, Josh Thompson, though.
You do never know. So we see Vicky Arbin. Will she turn back far enough? She's done pretty well. Two pretty good bowls to start the Pirates off. Laney. Has she done enough in the weight correction department? Looks like she's done too much. The track was awesome. Matthew Hull needs to just draw one. This triples can be a very savage game with 6 bowls. It's very, very draw heavy. But often the opportunity to plant one bowl through for a number occurs very often. We've seen it a little bit so far. Jack, what can he produce here? I think he's on a really great track. It's just going to come down to his weight.
Quick.
If he can get to the jack. He's done enough for the shot. Very good bowl in the end. Matthew Hull, I think he really just has to double up, play the same bowl as his first, and he'll get to Jack's last bowl. Probably turn it over, make 2 or a 3. He's not far away. Matthew Hull for the Pirates. What a fantastic shot. 1 down to 1 up. Front hopper.
Playing pretty well, Matthew Hull.
He sure is. He loves the TV rink. Jack here. He'd love to just crack an egg onto that last bowl from Matthew Hull. Punch the jack straight back to his first shot. Needs to hurry. Not ideal. makes it just that touch harder for Gary. Just that bowl. It's probably not in his line, but it's probably sits in that spot where it makes it harder to get back to the bowl. But it looks like the Knights crew are talking about playing some weight on the backhand. Can make it off Laney's front bowl. Can get Vicky's, the Pirates bowl that is the second wood at the moment. Can get that bowl through the shot. See what Jose can do. First, it may or may not change how the Knights play this. Jose showing a lot of interest.
Close.
Showing a lot of interest. May change an angle.
Opens it up a bit more.
Yeah, I think that was actually a really good bowl. It's changed an angle. Those front bowls don't really get onto the shot bowl. He's kind of got a... As we listen to the Knights team there, just discuss how to get it off. I think Jack wants him to play a fair bit of weight. Gaz with a nice swinger on his backhand. He's going to need some help off the Laney, off the purple bowl. Oh, just a touch wide. It's a tough shot here at Salisbury. See the Pirates, I think, really just want to get through to that bowl of Jack for the Knights. It's second wood there. If they can turn it 2 or 3 rolls, they probably make 4. If he can sit it and stick around, he'll make 4, which puts the pressure truly on for the Knights skipper, Gary Smith. Jose not overly interested, but he's not too far away. I think he's just wide, if anything. Maybe a roll short. Gary Smith, what can he produce here? Jack saying quick forehand. I don't really know if that works, but we'll see what happens. Jack saying if he goes the forehand, he can't get Jack's back bowl. We see some speed here. And a miss. They peel one out for the Pirates. And it will be 2 to the Mallee Pirates, taking them out to a 16-3 lead after 10 ends. The overall as well, looking out to 29-24 in favour of the Pirates. As we have a look over our shoulder at the singles, with a 15-10 lead for the Knights and a 6-5 lead for the Knights. A 15-10 lead for the singles for the Knights, 6-5 lead for the Knights in the pairs. So we see the fantastic view of the live stream rink there. Huge thank you to West End and Sports Centre that we can see there. Also to the City of Salisbury, MGA Insurance Group and Spacequake Sports for bringing you this fantastic coverage of the SA Super League once again. We see a little bit of sun poking through on the grass screens. Of course, here we're under a dome, so we're well protected if that storm does roll through. That is half expected for Adelaide. We won't get wet, but the other guys will.
Yeah, definitely glad I'm under the dome right now.
We've all got pens here, so I've used it to write some stuff down.
Sure.
Yeah.
Your name?
Nah, I wrote the shot of the day, so I'm going to keep that down because I reckon I'm going to put a suggestion for the shot of the day.
All right. Sounds like a plan as we see Vicky Arbin. There's probably one, Charlie. Drawing an absolute fantastic bowl. We See a nice little replay, a little toucher as well. Laney McGorman.
Laney might get another shot of the century. That might be shot of the day.
That's it. A very good bowl from Laney. Just past the jack. Gives the other Knights crew to follow a lot of confidence. Can draw it with a lot of confidence. Get the jack on the move.
I feel like a cricket commentator right now. Run some stuff down.
That's it. Matthew Hull, I think he's going to run out of legs here, unfortunately. Leaves it for Jack to play a really, really good toucher on his forehand.
There's a fly that's getting me right in the eyes.
So we see Jack, I tell you what, he's not far away. He's just going to hang. He's probably just played it a bit quick. If he can play a 2 or 3 foot toucher, he's going to make a huge 3. Try that fly's giving me the.
Jeez, if they got my face on camera, that would be a blue for and a half.
I see Matthew Hull drawing a good second wood, but
If the Raiders would need to make a comeback, they need to start now.
the Raiders or
Raiders.
the Knights?
The Knights, sorry.
It's all right, mate. We all get nervous on our commentary,
I'm shaking, mate, so much.
trembling at the knees. So we see Jack here. If he's taken the weight off, he should be pretty close.
Jackson Auden.
If he can get the jack.
He likes it.
What a great shot from Jack from the Knights. 2 down to 1 up, or potentially even 2. Getting the jack on the move. It was for a replay here.
He's business. You taught him that, didn't you?
I did, mate. I did.
You taught him everything he knows.
See Jose. Be interested to see what he plays here. He doesn't really have anything back, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's sort of positive on the forehand. We see here a bit of commotion behind.
From Brett Davis.
That's it. Fellow Adelaide player with yourself, Charlie.
Yeah.
So we see Jose Gill, as suggested, weight on the forehand, hanging it wide. It doesn't really turn much on that forehand on the commentary box side. Always been the narrower hand here at Salisbury. Can Gary Smith produce? I think he'd really love to get a roll or 2 out of Jack's front one, or a little toucher. Yeah, or nearly both. It's going to make it a touch harder for Jose Gill now.
I reckon it'd take a super end. I was about to say power end, but super end.
Well, Jose, they weren't too sure. Took a little bit of time, and now they're going to come up and have a look. I think we have seen a fair bit of this from the Pirates. I'm not confident that we're going to get all 18 ends in again. Unlike the BPL, there is no time limit per bowl, but there is a time limit on the game. They do have 1 hour and 50 minutes to get through 18 ends. Dead ends are respotted on the tee.
You know what? I need to know a rule, Isaac. Are you allowed to? So, are you allowed to play 2 power plays in 1 end?
Wow. That is a good question, Charlie. The way that the rules are at the moment, no. You can only play 1. But I like your thinking. What, you're thinking just triple your score as opposed to double?
Yeah. So if you get 12 on the power play, so 6, then it makes it 24 shots on a power play.
That's very nice. Well,
Good shot from him.
yeah, it was a great shot. We didn't have too much of a great view. Matthew Hull was in the way, but we can see through the legs there. Jose just flopping down, and looks like he's potentially made the shot. Gary Smith, though, if he can draw a touch of 2 feet, he will make a huge 4.
Close.
Showing some interest. Just getting burnt on that forehand. It's a tight hand, and we do see a lot of players just hang wide, as we see there. The Pirates coming away with 1 shot. That's a huge bowl from Jose Gill. They were 2 or 3 shots down, drawing the shot, taking them to a 17-3 lead.
I think that's got to be a main contender for your shot of the day there, Charlie.
Is. I'm gonna.
Cross out all the others and just circle that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a very neat rider.
Speaking of, it's just cracked for me, clicked for me.
Crap.
2 left-handers in the commentary box, Charlie and Lucy.
Yeah.
Pretty rare.
Any left-handed tips or tricks you could give to the viewers?
I don't know. Just,
Little rig on the inside, big one on the outside.
yeah.
How it goes.
So we see Vicky Arvin getting the Pirates off to a fantastic start yet again. Charlie, is there anything that you do before a big game, like before a Super League game? Anything that you do that anyone else could take on board, that something that gets you up and about and ready for the game?
Something superstitious or something? Like,
Anything. If you have something superstitious, I'd love to hear it.
even if it's just 38-degree day, 33-degree day on a Saturday, I wear a jumper before every game. That's just something I always do.
I have noticed that, actually. Now that I think about it, because I reckon I picked up your jumper 4 out of 5 days at the Under-18 State Championships a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and anything I do, I just eat my Wheat Bix before the game.
How many?
3. I have 3.
3.
Yeah. Just try to stay calm. I used to go on a run before a game.
Yep.
Then we lost by a lot, so stop that.
Scratch that.
Yeah, scratch that out. Yeah, I sometimes listen to music, but not all the time, because don't have any credit on my phone. So
Fair enough, as we see Matthew Hull just falling a touch short there. Could be second wood. Probably didn't have a good enough look at it to be sure.
one big thing is I play Fortnite a lot. Nah. Nah.
Something gets you up and about for a game of lawn bowls.
Play 2K22.
There
Play
you go.
Steph Curry.
Very nice. We see Jack here reaching on the backhand. If he can turn a bit harder. Well, a little bit unlucky. That's going to make it tough for the following 3 Knights bowls to come. Lucy, anything from yourself outside of probably a couple of West End cans to start the game?
Yeah, I do that a bit too often during the game. But I don't put my shoes on till right before the game.
Right.
Rock up in my Birks, and then literally as everyone's putting their bowls on the green, I'll quickly change my shoes, and they come straight off as well
At the end.
after the end of the game.
I think Mum bought some Birks. She was very excited about it. I don't know what the go is with that.
It's all the trend.
I'm with you, Charlie. Personally, I don't understand it. It's not really my
Hop on the James Hardens, mate.
vibe.
I mean, look at your shoes at the moment.
Yeah, too
Charlie's got some bright blue and green shoes on at the moment.
drippy.
And while you guys are checking out Charlie's shoes, we just saw a fair bit of luck there from Jack from the Knights. He's got through
Bloody hell, Jack.
He's got through a short bowl. He's got through the next. I wonder if we can get a quick replay of that.
Even the smile after wasn't very nice.
Unfortunately, no replay. But he did get through a couple of bowls and then did get onto the Jack and flicked it over just a little. I believe the Knights are holding 2 at the moment.
Jack Jordan. Who would have thought?
We see Jose on the mat. for the Pirates. Suggest he'd just be looking to just draw it off. Showing some interest. It's probably just quick. Just quick was the only issue there. Be interested to see how close we do go for time here, team. The Pirates skipper Jose follows down almost every bowl that he plays. And they do have a little bit of conversation between bowls. So that will just chew up a little bit of extra time. So it'll be definitely, be interested to see if we get all the way through this game. As we saw in the last game from the last game with the Rogues and the Blazers, in the pairs game, they didn't get through their full 18 ends, only got the 17 ends in. Jose Gill suggesting he's not far away. Jose Gill, what a fantastic shot. 2 down, drawing a side toucher.
You'd probably rather that not be a side toucher, but it's good.
Yeah, I think he's probably close enough anyway that it's going to be a bit touch and go for the Knights to not get the jack, as we see a short bowl of Matthew Hull.
Which it is the Knights power play, so
Super end.
super end.
I know we've
Sorry.
watched a lot of BPL lately. Super end to go with the SA Super League.
It's a nice little way to remember it.
That's
I reckon if we get the double super end, it should be the double super end. That's what we should call it.
Pretty original there.
Creative, innovative. That's what we're all about here. The Knights unable to capitalise on their super end, and the Pirates defending it with the one shot, taking them to an 18-3 lead.
What about the power super end? Because we're keeping calling it the power play. The power super end.
About the power super end. Too many words.
Too many words there. I think. I didn't.
Bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah. Oh, Zach does like to confuse us. What's happened there? What's happened there?
Thrown it wide.
Was that a wrong bias? Was that a wrong bias there, was it?
I'm not sure. I was scrolling through the comments to see if we have any in there. I wasn't watching. It was a wrong bias. It was. We've got a replay. The unfortunate thing about the TV rink, we can get replays, and that was a wrong bias.
Oh, no.
Well.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. A double replay.
The double
Here we go.
Oh. The double replay.
Oh, that is unfortunate. But here we go. She's got the sticker on the right side. And she's
turning the right way.
she's playing
She's
an absolute bomb.
redeemed herself here.
Absolute bomb.
That's what you do when you put the sticker on the right side.
That is redemption at its finest. I don't think we've seen that yet, to be honest.
No, not on the TV rink, I don't think so.
This is what, the fourth season of the Super League. I can't say
I've got a bit of
a wrong bias, but
a bit of a story. My dad is playing at Broadbeach, you know, the Broadbeach five-a-side.
yes, yep.
He's playing in the final, and in a crucial part of the game, he's put a wrong bias down on the TV rink.
Have fun watching that one back, Timmy. Your son chipping you on the commentary. He's got stuck into the brother, and now he's getting stuck into his dad.
No, I don't know if Dad should hear that one, actually.
I'll tell him to tune in.
At, what are we? An hour and 20-odd minutes, I think, into the live stream.
30 minutes left, is it?
Yeah, not too far off. So we see Jack here. Might need a little bit of help off the purple. I like the weight, though. The weight was really nice from Jack there. If he was a smidge tighter and gets onto the Jack down the line, sits the bowl through. Happy days for the Knights.
Oh, he's always slipped one out there, I reckon.
Right in front of the commentary box, that would have come through very loud and clear. Lucky he held his tongue.
Surprised no one's actually sworn. Have we heard anyone swear on the TV ring yet? Huh?
Look, if they have, I'm still going to say no. So we see Jack not
Fair
far away. He's dropped his way to
Jack.
touch.
What a shot from
What
Jack.
a great shot from Jack. One down, toucher for 3. Very well played. Great weight control.
Are the Knights still using their super end, or did they just leave it on?
I think they just got lazy. And left it on. So we see Jack there wanting it to turn. And it did, getting just enough of the Jack. Jose Gill bowling the house down at the moment, to be fair, so no doubt he's got, 2.5 feet to draw shot.
It looks like he's narrow. Does it?
Might hold on that side a little bit.
There we go, team. Getting up onto the Jack. As we see there, I think we spoke about it in the previous game on the stream. As we see, the Jack always goes further than the bowl when you draw a toucher on the carpet, using those heavier Jacks. So we see the Jack go down the line on the replay there. Gary Smith not far away himself. He's going to need to touch the Jack.
Good shot.
Well played, Gary Smith. Not sure if that was the plan, but he's going to come out of it currently holding the shot.
As we just confirmed that they didn't call the power play.
That's it. So by the replay, he's probably got about a foot, Jose Gill, about a foot to draw from the lip to get the shot. Jose Gill just falling short here.
Oh, he's jumped over the board there.
That was very athletic. I didn't know he had that in him.
Jeez.
Well, the Knights have a really good shot on here. That just have a listen to what the Knights crew come to. So Jack wanted him to rip that blue bowl out. They have 3 third woods, and that blue bowl being second wood.
The only thing with
Gary Smith opting he'd rather try and draw a second wood, as that blue bowl is a toucher, so if he didn't get it right, he could have knocked it in for shot.
done it well.
Played an absolute stomper here to draw a second wood. Oh, yes, well played. Those edges can be a bit how you're going sometimes, but that one stayed on. 2 shots to the Knights.
The only thing is with the synthetic, it's very hard to draw to the ditch. Nothing that. It's a lot harder than on the grass.
Yeah, absolutely, Charlie. Absolutely. And we'll see a lot of, every carpet green or synthetic green's different. Some will have a bit more of a lip at the end, or some will sort of taper off a little bit earlier than expected. See Laney McGorman rolling the Jack. Matt up, Jack to the tee. She's nailed it.
She's already a better jack roller than me.
I think she may be a better jack roller than Simon Geeta Johnson as well. Put 3 or 4 in the ditch last game.
What about my dad?
He did struggle, yeah. Timmy did struggle last weekend as well. It's a tough rink to roll a Jack.
I think it's the heavy jacks. They're very hard.
Absolutely. See Laney there starting him off very well for the Knights. This will be our final stream for the day, having a doubleheader. Round 4, previous game, round 5 now. This will be the last game of the day, with round 6 and 7 to follow next Sunday. So if you can make it down to the Salisbury Bowling Club, a great day to get down here. If not, we will be back with this fantastic coverage next Sunday. I believe the first game will kick off at about 2:20, 2:15, 2:20 p.m. That's for round 6, round 7 to follow with approximate 4:20 start.
Is that for the mains?
That's for the league, correct. We will have, of course, there is 2 games of reserves first and 2 games of under-18s as well going on at Salisbury Bowling Club, all kicking off from 10 a.m. So if you are able to make it down here to Salisbury Bowling Club, it's a fantastic time. If not, we will be here the following 2 Sundays after. So the next 3 Sundays altogether, we will be down here for the SA Super League for the 2022 season. So we see Vicky Arbin leading very well for the Pirates, been probably the key, I think, for the Pirates, although Jose Gill playing out of his skin. See Jack a little bit tight, probably a roll, foot short. It's probably been the difference, to be honest, and the reason the score looks like this. The Knights haven't been able to capitalise on finding the weight, whereas the Pirates have had very, very good weight control. So we see here Matthew Hull, if he can get a little bit of Jack. Oh, he's just missed, but he's going to be the shot. Well played.
Very good head.
It is. See if Jack can add that much needed foot.
Looks like he's added the foot.
He is. He's on a very, very good track.
Very good shot.
What a great shot from Jackie Boy. That's the shot. 1 down to 1 up.
Good shot from Isaac's brother.
Matthew Hull, though. The Pirates are in a very commanding position here. They draw a toucher. They're back to 4. Matthew Hull.
On the TV ring.
Well, it's a good bowl nonetheless.
Isn't the Super League just such a great competition?
Absolutely, Charlie. What's your favourite competition, mate? Obviously, you've had the privilege. I think you've played in them all. You've played under-18s, reserves, and league.
Yeah, no, I haven't played the league
You
yet.
haven't played league yet. No, that maybe not.
But
What do you think? What's more enjoyable for you? Obviously, you do have the pleasure of being able to play under-18s and reserves. What do you enjoy the most?
I like the under-18s is really fun,
Yep.
but the league's also really good because you get to play against better players than usual. But playing in the league would be the best in my opinion.
Yep.
Because you get to play against people like Matthew Northcott, Craig Mills. Not for me though, not against Craig Mills. But
That's true. Being
Is
a
it-
fellow Charger.
yeah, fellow champion.
Oh, I love it.
We're gonna win it. I've predicted it from the start, and I'm gonna predict it to the end. We're gonna win it,
Win it.
even if we're 6 down on the last end.
So we see Jose Gill not far away. If he can get some jack movement.
What a shot!
He hasn't, but he's drawn the shot. Well played for the Pirates. It's a tough shot for Gary Smith. I think he'd love to draw the shot, as we see on screen a little bit of the singles going on behind us.
As the train disrupts us again.
Gary Smith not far away.
It's close. He's
Wants
very
to get
close.
needs to get it right. And I
Good shot.
think he has. He's made the shot.
The Story gets a good shot behind us.
That's it. It's probably a really great shot in the end from Gary Smith. I was a bit nervous for him if he did get the jack on the move, and he could have probably dropped a 3. But at the same time, if he didn't get one in there, Jose had a really good shot on to draw the jack down the line for 3 or 4. So in the end, a very good bowl from Gary Smith from the Knights.
Ooh, wouldn't want to be standing behind that. That's a bullet and a half. Josh Thompson.
So we see Jose Gill not too far away.
He's on the.
Gonna be all on his turn.
Who's that? Will we see the power play here from the Knights?
Don't think we'll see it this end. Having won the end, I think for most of the Super League guys, they generally will take it on an end where they've just lost.
I don't like that.
You don't like it? You'd prefer the momentum?
Yeah, I prefer the momentum and the length of the end. Very important.
For sure, for sure.
If you
Well,
if you have a power play and you need to make numbers and you do it on an end where you've just lost, they can make it T to T and make it very hard for you.
yes, that's
Something like that.
that's a good point, Charlie, for sure.
Pleasure is so you can take it whenever you want.
Absolutely. As we see Laney McGorman on the backhand, also leading really well. These two leads have had a very good tussle so far. I think Vicky's probably outdrawn her, but Laney, I think, has played some very, very good positional bowls. A lot of her bowls being just that 1.5 to 3 feet through the head, which has given the Knights a good opportunity. Just not able to capitalise on it from the back end. As we see Vicky Arbin leading and drawing superbly.
Laney to pull another shot of the century off here. Nah, good bowls there.
They are, yeah, they're very handy. Depending on what Vicky does, I actually wouldn't mind seeing the Knights just swing this jack into the ditch on the forehand. Put it straight through. If they do rip the shot bowl off, happy days. If not, they pop the jack and the pressure's straight onto the Pirates. And the Knights are in command.
What's the scores there, Jack's brother?
Well, that bowl's probably going to take that option out of the equation.
Not scores, the comments, Jack's brother, I meant to say.
The comments. None really so far. Plenty of people tuning in. It's great to see. Hope you're enjoying the coverage.
How many people are there, mate?
Got 142 eyes on the screen at the moment.
That's a lot of people.
It is. Normally, most of our streams normally clear the 5 and 6K mark as we see Jack not far away, sitting the bowl through. What a fantastic
bomb.
shot.
5 and 6K. Okay, that's nice.
5 to 6,000 people normally watch it by the end of the week. Well, normally within sort of 48 to 72 hours, we normally clear the 5 and 6K mark.
I'm shivering now, mate.
So we see Matthew Hull on a very attacking line. Is he going to turn enough? Not quite.
Still in a good spot, though. Stayed up.
We see Gary Smith just wanting some cover for the Knights. It's a bit of an interesting one. Charlie and Lucy, I'll throw it to you guys. You're the Knights here. Do you opt for cover or do you try and change it?
The Knights off for cover.
If you're in the Knights position, so Gary Smith has asked for a bit of cover around this left side of screen where the Pirates are going to try and draw the jack to.
No.
I would almost try and
Move the jack back towards Laney's bowls, which are in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to play for cover because that's just
I think
it makes it a bit hard. Like if you're Gary Smith, I'd be confident in myself to draw if it does go there. And
yeah.
if you get the jack over to Laney's 2 bowls, then you can play the power play next end and you're only 9 down.
Yeah. Absolutely. I like your thinking, team. I personally, am on the same side of the fence. I'd rather be sort of changing it up. I think Jose Gill's playing too good to leave it for him.
Yeah.
See what Gary Smith can do. He might be just wanting Jack to cover first and then then the danger's taken away.
Yeah.
Gary
he
can
can-
then get on and play it himself.
Very close though.
Yeah, he needs to be under this front bowl of Pirates. Just crashing in. No change. Still the one shot to the Northern Knights.
Could almost afford to play some, not the perfect way, even if he's a bit more quick, then it's better. But he can't lose his bowl. Like, he needs to just stay up. But he doesn't have to play always the perfect weight.
Great insight there from Charlie Hicks, representative of the Central Chargers. As we see Jose Gill not far away at all. If he gets no jack movement, he's going to go 2 up. Great shot from Jose Gill, skipping the Pirates to an absolute textbook triples win at the moment, up 18-6. As we see the replay here, planting the Knights bowl through for 2.
The Central Champions, by the way, you need to remember
Central
that.
champions. Well, so we see or hear some fantastic ringside comments from the Knights players there.
They are mic'd up.
They are. They're opting for the forehand toucher. I reckon they can make a 5. If they get it right, they can make a 5. Gary
It's wide.
Smith, he's just going to get burnt on that forehand that doesn't really turn much. A lot of players getting caught out there.
Those are the type of shots that win you games.
They sure are. And it would have been great for them to sort of peel their way back. As we see the overall scoreboard very tight at the moment, 38-39 in favour of the Pirates. As we see Jose, he looks a little bit wide, but I think the track's going to be fine. It's just going to be the weight.
2.
Well, it wasn't far off, but 2 shots to the Pirates, taking them to a 20-6 lead, making their overall score now 41-38.
And if you compare that to if Gary Smith got that try, it would have been 9-18. Instead of being 14 shots down, that would have been 9 shots down.
Yep, absolutely, Charlie. He probably could have played more weight, to be fair. Like, I think his black and orange one there, if he'd got through that with a lot more weight, it's almost a chance to get both the Pirates bowls out clean and that one to lock in.
Yeah.
If not, he sinks the jack. We see the singles match up there. Josh Thompson and Simon Dawes bowl sitting right next to the jack.
Oh, and Josh Thompson just got shot.
Vicky Arbin, a great start for the Pirates, as we've said. Just leading superbly here at the Salisbury Bowling Club.
I think the Knights have got to start thinking about the overall scoreboard.
Yes, I like your thinking, Charlie. I think you're dead right too. I think they don't worry too much about what happens on their rink anymore. Rather, they want to be looking across at the overall scoreboard and making sure that in their head it's up to date. The overall scoreboard sometimes is an end or 2 or 3 ends behind. We see Vicky Arbin, if she can hang on a little bit further. Lainey McGorman on the swinging forehand on the way back to the club as we see this thing come back. A little bit short, but her track was phenomenal. Matthew Hull, he was lining up on the forehand, changed his mind last minute to go for the backhand. Matthew Hull. Not sure if he's quite got the legs to get there. A pretty good track.
Where's the Central Champions overall scoreboard, do you know?
It's a good question, mate.
Nice knife.
Matthew Hull, has he corrected his weight? I don't think he's corrected it enough. Maybe. Maybe. Jack needs to correct his weight here. Probably drops 4 feet, I'd suggest, and he goes very, very close. A little toucher will work as well for the Knights.
Here. He's on track.
Not far away at all.
He's got the Jack.
Jack Chernorton.
What a great shot.
Oh, Zach's brother.
Yep.
You're just going to call me Corey's brother. He's going to call me Corey's brother.
No, great shot there from Jack.
Jack
Little touch on the
Chernorton.
Jack, and he's made himself 2. He's got to defend the Jose Gill masterclass that is occurring on this rink at the moment.
He is bowling really good.
He is bowling phenomenally. While he makes his way back to the mat, a quick shout out to our fantastic sponsors that make this event doable and possible. West End, the City of Salisbury, Sports Centre, MGA Insurance Group, and Spacequake Sports. Jose Gill, not far away at all here, team. Just a smidge tight.
What weight, though?
That was great weight. I think he was probably a foot short of what he probably wanted, maybe even 2 feet short. Like I think he wants to turn that front bowl of Vicky's in for shot, or turn the purple and make his way up to the Jack off the purple. So he probably needs just a touch more. As we see Gary Smith, wide and heavy.
Won't see that very often.
No, not the best from Gary Smith. See what Mr. Gill can provide here for the Pirates.
How much longer do we have of the game?
Not much. The 15-minute timer went off a handful of minutes ago, so I think we'll see one more end after this, but they will need to get through it pretty quick.
So they probably will need a power play here.
They will need to play their power play, that's correct.
Will they know that, though? Will they?
Who knows? I did hear the 15-minute warning go off. This game, I believe, is scheduled to finish at 6:20. Gary
Shot
Smith,
here.
what a fantastic shot. Drawing his 3rd wood, so 3 to the Knights.
They're going to play their power play.
They did. So 9:20 in favour of the Pirates, but I believe that gives the Knights the overall lead, 46-42.
Have they powered their power play? Power play? Super end?
Oh, it's a tough one, this commentary gig. But yes, someone has played. It looks like the Pirates have played their super end as we see this Jack staying on. Great roll from Laney McGorman. Matt's up. Jack on the back tee. This will likely be their last end as we, again, final super end from the Pirates.
Almost did a Charlie and went in the ditch with that Jack roll.
Laney going to get the Knights off to a pretty good start here.
What are they recording over there?
The singles game just behind us has finished with Simon Dorr winning 22-16 over Josh Thompson, and the triples is currently 15-6 with the Knights leading.
Pairs.
Sorry, pairs.
So they're covering for this rink here.
That's it. We've got Vicky Arbin coming down leading very, very well. Collecting the jack on the way through. What can Lainey McGorman reply with? If she clears her front one, I don't mind it, but she's just going to run out of steam.
I don't know if this is the Northern Knights power play, is it?
I'm not too sure. The light is on in the middle, and the Pirates have their super end tag up on the scoreboard. As we see Vicky Arben switch hands and ending up in a pretty okay house.
I forgot to mention, by the way, if it wasn't for Lainey McGorman on the Saturdays, we'd be losing by 30 shots a week.
Love that.
I hope Scotty hears it too.
Camaraderie at Adelaide seems like a very close-knit team, mate.
Yeah, Scotty, if he hears that one.
Jack Trenorden, what a fantastic shot. Clutch. Down to the final few ends across the board here. I think this will be the last end for the triples. The pairs might be able to sneak in one more.
Unless they get through this really quick. What's the time now?
It is 6:19, so
1 more minute.
yeah, I reckon we might have been 1 or 2 minutes behind schedule.
Ooh, this is going to be a close
So
one.
it will, yeah, it's definitely going to come down to the wire.
Jack Trenorden, will he know it? He knows it. He likes it.
Yeah, he's not too far away again.
Oh, Jack likes it.
Just needs to turn and get, he just needs to get down. Sees himself into the ditch.
I think the Northern Knights think they can get one more end in here. If they need to play their cards right.
Matthew Hull, probably just going to run out of steam, really. Yeah, he's probably a foot short of what he would have liked to be.
Thing is though, Jose Gill does like to chase down a lot of bowls. That's the only thing.
Very true, very true. We'll wait for the "that is time" announcement. Can't be too far away.
If I was Gary Smith, I'd be trying to get this as quickly as possible. I wouldn't be chasing down much. I'd be...
Gary Smith not far away if he clears the front blue, which he will.
needs to get that.
Going to clear the white as well. I didn't think that was possible, to be honest. But a great home nonetheless.
Looks like it like hit a stick or something. Wow.
So we hear a rather large train trundle through in the background of the Salisbury Bowling Club. Fantastic venue here. One of the few domed venues we have in Adelaide, South Australia.
With this, no, that's some pretty unuseful bowl there from Jose Gill. Pretty need.
So Jack's just saying that if he plays the same weight and gets Jack through the jack or gets onto the jack himself, he can make three.
It's close.
Gary, I think Gary's first bowl was probably just put something in the back of Jose's mind. Like Jose had no reason to finish short. You know, if he plants Jack's bowl through and doesn't get the jack, he makes three. But he's fallen short on his first. So whether Gary's back bowl there has just planted enough of a seed in the back of his mind.
If I was Gary, I'd be picking up this match straight away and getting.
Yeah, well, Jose Gill playing a bit of speed. Doesn't want the jack. Well, he's got it in the belly, so he's probably made one in the ditch. Well played.
So now
They will need to get this mat down very quick and roll the jack as soon as they can.
it's the Mallee Pirates that are they gonna take their time? It's pretty unsportsmanlike if they did. But
That's very true, Charlie. Very true. The Pirates
Okay, we've got the ending.
collecting a shot.
Oh, wow.
So they're snuck in by all of 5 seconds. So this will be the last end for the Pirates.
The Pairs didn't get it in.
The Pairs did not get it in. You have to roll the jack for it to count.
Nah.
So the Pairs won't be able to finish their end. They hadn't put the mat down and had not rolled the jack. So rolling of the jack will constitute the start of an end. They just wanted a bit of clarification there. You may have heard that through your speakers.
So what's going to happen with the overall score here? This could be a tight one on the overall.
Sure will be, yeah. So once the Knights' score gets updated across onto the overall board, we'll have a much better understanding of what is required here from the Knights or the Pirates to hang on.
If I want it to be drawing last end on the scoreboard, that'd be...
I think the Knights did win the last end of the Pairs, so put them 1 or 2 above on the overall.
So we see all the players in the background there, just trying to have a quick meeting, understand what is required.
I think they're about 6 up. But it's
What
still a
a
chance.
great shot
It's still a
from
chance
Vicky
on this
Arbin.
one. No,
I think that was a butt there.
If we could have the... They needed the double super end here, the Knights. Don't they?
Well, I mean, to get the rink win for sure. We'll just see if we can get one of these guys to update the overall board so we can just have a better understanding of what it is that is happening. So it looks like the Northern Knights are up 50 and the Pirates are 44. So
It's going to take a big...
yeah, well, the Pirates need all 6 bowls to count, essentially.
And you can't be dropping Shul with your first. That's the only thing.
Yeah, Vicky Arbin is... Well, you never know. You never know. It's this game of warm bowls provides many funny little tricks.
That's good. Makes 2. He can get both bowls. He up for 3. To make all of them count, but you'd hope that Jackson Norton would get in that. There's usually a shot on to make a big 6 or something, like get 4 bowls out. And I don't think Jose Gill will shy down from it.
That's it. I think if Jack stays on,
Yeah, very good bowl.
all is well. But I think he's going to... He's probably just in. He's right on the boundary line. A bit of a spray.
And in this, it also means shot difference too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as much as that 6 is hard to attain, only having 6 bowls available to them and no super ends left. Jack, it looks like we're going to see something a bit more direct here, potentially.
Yeah, if he gets 1 bowl out, then they've already won. That's it.
Yeah, it wasn't his normal lineup for a drive, so he's seeing just sort of swinging weight here. Looking at impact on the front bowls. Yeah, pretty good shot there, peeling one out.
There's still a shot at. They've only got 2 bowls in their head here though. The Knights.
Yeah, you make a good point, Charlie. To be honest, the way that that bowl's locked in and Jack's bowl is in that back corner, they could probably just swing through. That white bowl's locked in. That's not going to move.
Yeah, if I was Jose here, I'd be trying to get those bowls away from locking up. So if he comes onto Jack's white one here, pushes.
Not far away for some Jack movement.
Oh.
He's got a little bit of help on the way in.
He said, "Count." I've never heard that before. Come on, baby. Jeez.
So we see here a nice little rub off the Pirates leads bowl. Gary Smith just needs to draw a nice second wood here. If he can draw the shot, that's a bonus.
He does not.
Second wood will be enough to get him through.
He does not want to come onto Vicky's bowl there. Okay, that bowl on the wide onto jacks, onto laneys, will get them somewhat of a good, and he needs to stay there too.
Yeah, it's just it's unfortunate that Vicky Arden's thrown her first bowl short. The Pirates are currently holding 4. Jose's got 1 in the tank. If he draws this, it's 5. The 1 bowl out of the count is Vicky Arden's short bowl.
Even if what if he comes onto Vicky's and goes in for shot too? Like anything can happen here. This is a close one. I'm trying to make it a bit interesting for you, Isaac.
No, thanks, mate. And all the viewers at home, of course, thank you for tuning in. We'll see the last 2 bowls here for round 5.
He hasn't
and
done.
Jose has drawn. He's made 5th wood, so Vicky Arden is the 1 bowl out of the count.
That's a bit interesting there. 5. Imagine if that was 1 bowl. 1 bowl could have done it.
That's it. Gary Smith just needs 2nd wood, just needs to cut it back.
Is it just a draw? If it's like drawing overall, is it just a draw or that?
Yeah, it's just it goes down as a draw, being the home and away season.
What about in the finals?
Have to get a winner in the final.
Yeah, so the grand final, I think it would go on to an extra end. I'd have to check the conditions of play, to be honest.
Extra end for each discipline.
Yep, that sounds right.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be.
There we go. Well, the Pirates have kicked out 4 bowls, so that takes them to 26, Knights 9. What a fantastic display from the Pirates. I think Jose Gill, masterclass, Vicky Arden on the mat, except for a couple little hiccups. Obviously, that last bowl there and an unfortunate wrong bias that we did get to have the pleasure of replaying, and no doubt she won't watch it back. But thank you, Charlie Hicks, Central Chargers under-18 player. Central champions. Yeah. Lucy Tiller, thank you for joining us in the commentary box. We will put you on a quick pause and we'll see if we can get Jose and maybe even Matthew Hull for a quick couple of questions. Stick around, folks. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys, welcome back here to Salisbury Bowling Club. I'm here with Jose Gill, the skipper of the Mallee Pirates. Jose, we were sitting in the commentary box, mate. That was a pretty clinical display from yourself and the team.
Yes, we had a great day. We bowled very well. Everybody put their bowls in the right time and we converted very well. So good result for the rink. Overall, we went down, which is a bit disappointing, but you can't always win them.
Absolutely, Jose. Do you think, obviously, the pairs, they fell one end short, and you guys fell, or no, you got all your 18, but the pairs did fall one end short. Do you think that might have changed it?
Who knows? With only 2 shots, I think it was 2 shots in it. Yeah, could have definitely done it, so it was a bit disappointing we didn't get that mat down. She had it in her hand, ready to put it down, and just missed out, so that's life. That's it. Well, that's it, Jose. Well, thank you very much, mate. Awesome display of bowls. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the SA Super League. We'll see you back here next week at the City Salisbury Bowling Club. Don't know how I got so tongue-tied, but we'll see you next weekend.